Hey, everybody. Welcome to the MelFit podcast. As you heard on my intro, I am Coach Mel. I told you all my hats that I wear, and I think the best way to sum it up is I'm an online health and fitness expert with over 20 years of experience. If you've been listening to these podcasts for a while, I appreciate you guys being here. Feel free to share the show, like the show, write a review if you feel so inclined. We appreciate you. We like to hear and see who is there. This is a podcast and a YouTube. So when I'm talking, I try to be really aware that not everybody can see us. And today I have a special guest, my client and my friend who I'm going to meet this summer, Kyra, spelled Kyra. And when we first met, she sounded it out to me like that. You probably have to do that a lot, right? Kyra.
Yeah.
And she's coming to us from, where are you in Western Washington?
Enumclaw, like
Oh,
southeast of Seattle by about 45 minutes or so.
okay. Awesome. So we've been working together how long?
January 3rd,
I
I
knew
think.
she would know the
Was
date.
it the 3rd? Here, let me look on the calendar because that's going to bug me if I don't know
No one,
exactly.
it's like asking someone what they weigh. Come on, you know your start date.
Yeah, the 3rd. Yeah, the 3rd because
Okay,
that's a Monday. Yeah, Melfit 12-week boot camp starts January 3rd.
awesome. So Kyra is amazing. She is an amazing human, very selfless, horse lover, very active. She came to me for the Melfit 12-week boot camp first. Then we did the 6-week shred, and now she's working with me on her monthly maintenance. I won't tell you too much, but first of all, thanks for taking the time to be with us today, Kyra, because I know that you're still doing 5 shred workouts a week, and
hmm
that's really important. And we're going to kind of get rolling. And Josh, where should I look? Just right kind of into the camera there. Okay, I keep looking over. Okay, awesome.
I
So
know I do that
this,
too.
if you're watching or listening to this, this is the first time we're using Google Meets, not Zoom. So I'm not very savvy with it. Kira's not very savvy with it. So now we're rolling. So what I like to do is encourage you, if you're listening or watching, to go on a walk or get on a piece of equipment, do something. If you can help it, don't sit for 45 minutes and really listen up and absorb the podcast. And we're going to kind of go through a little bit of a timeline, and Kira is going to share her story with you. And we're going to ask her some fun questions. Um, so feel free to elaborate and take your time, Kira, and kind of just lead us through your journey.
Okay. Um, so where do I start? You want me to start like late before Melfit? Just
Yeah,
kind
so what I think is
of.
relevant is, what were you like as a child? Were you overweight? When did you start experiencing weight gain? What have you tried? What has worked? Where were you when you met me, and kind of that way. And
Okay.
it tells a lot of people also kind of about your metabolism back then and your genetics, which does play a bit of a part.
Well, first I'll tell you something right now and then I'll go back. I was thinking that maybe my metabolism was broken or something or
Yeah.
my hormones were
Yeah.
all screwed up or something. I wasn't sure. I was
I
like,
hear that
what?
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, like what's wrong with me? I don't know. Why can't I've tried I mean I haven't it's not like I've done a whole lot of things. I tried the nutrition drops where you're literally you're weighing your food. You're doing like I think it was 4 grams or ounces, 4 ounces of meat, certain meats and certain vegetables, only a few different kinds of vegetables. Basically, you're kind of starving yourself and you're doing these drops under your tongue 3 times a day. Now I did that back in 2013, I think. I got down to 114, I think was my lowest.
Wow.
And no working out because you're not big, you're barely eating anything.
Yeah, you
So,
don't have enough energy to work out.
oh yeah, I was like, yeah, I lost a lot of weight, and that was one of the ones on some of your workouts. You talk about your the things you've done in the past. you are just waiting to be done with it so you can get back to normal and eat
Mhm.
again. That's how
Mhm.
I felt.
Yeah.
And I think I retained it for a while, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore. And back last year even, I thought, oh, maybe I'll try it again. I tried it for like a few days and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. And then I knew I had to do something, and I was I was trying this one thing, these shakes, the Lady Boss Lean. They tasted really good, and she was doing this system where it was just, I don't know, you it didn't even, I don't feel like it got me anywhere. You just had to say nice things to the other people in the group, and um encourage them, and fill out this book, answer questions and stuff. And I thought, what is this doing for me? I don't feel like
Mhm.
it's doing anything. It's not giving me something to eat. It's not making me work out. It's not
Mhm.
getting me anywhere. And I kept
Mhm.
seeing Dusty's post, and I'm like, okay, I gotta find out what she's doing, because this is ridiculous.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, back growing up, I don't, I'm pretty sure I wasn't overweight or anything. I was very active all the time. Um, like always out doing stuff with the horses. I was like my mom's little slave or something, I guess
Mhm.
you could say.
But we thought it was fun though. Because we grew up across from Dusty and we didn't
uh,
know we were slave labor. We thought it was fun,
yeah,
right? Playing with the
y-
animals every day.
yeah. Well, maybe to a certain point, but it's like me. It's like my mom would be like, go catch that horse, go do this, go do that. Milk the goats. We had calves. We had, I mean, you name it, we had it. So it was like a chore all the time. I was I was so tired of it. But I mean, it was a good thing because I never got in trouble, never went out and did something stupid and did drugs or anything like my brother. But
Mhm.
he was worked hard too. I don't know where that happened, but anyways, so that's another whole nother story. Um, but yeah, just super active growing up, and then fast forward years later, I got married when I was like 22 or something like that. I think it was 97. I got married, got
Mhm.
divorced 2007. And like I said before, like a few years, I was good. We went out and we had always got dancing and stuff. And I stayed thin. And then I think maybe just, being comfortable being married, and, I fell into that, just kind of getting a little too comfortable, maybe put on, I don't know, 10 pounds, 15, something like that. Not even sure. I didn't really keep track, I guess. But I just look back in pictures now and I think, oh, I was a little bit more than I should have been.
Mhm.
And then, like I said, about like 2013 or so, I got into the drops and I got really thin. And like everybody was like, you're too skinny. And I'm like, no, I'm not. You're just mad because I can have you know, I can control myself and not eat, basically starve myself. And I'm like,
Mhm.
now I look back and go, man, I did look skinny. Now I look fit.
Yeah.
Big difference. Now
Mhm.
I know that.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I definitely, like you said, I had no energy. I mean, I don't know how I continued to ride and stuff, but I did.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it, but yeah. And then um I keep bumping this, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
So now, yeah, fast forward to now. I mean, I last year I was like, I was riding and I just felt like it wasn't as easy for me because my butt and my leg barely, I ride a 13-inch saddle. And I was like, I can't ride this anymore. I'm too big for it. I mean, my leg took up
I never really thought about that you could actually
yeah.
outgrow your saddle.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I
Very
could have
neat.
still, I mean, I've seen huge people sit, getting these saddles,
Uh-huh.
but I'm like, they look stuffed in there.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
and I saw myself, I was at an Omoxie in Superior, Montana, last year. One of the times I went by Dusty's place, I stayed there and then went over to Superior, went to the show. So a friend of mine was over there, was recording me, and I looked at those videos and I was like, oh my gosh, I look way too big. That's just that's kind of when I started to realize I need to do something, because this is not, I don't like this. And the fact that I was my butt was getting way too big for my saddle and stuff. And then I just never really hit me till I saw Dusty's pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, maybe I just didn't do anything. I was just too busy, get riding and stuff and competing, which would be a lot easier when I'm a lot thinner and fit. And another thing I've always had an issue with is, and maybe I won't so much anymore. Maybe I'll find out once I can compete again, once my horse is better. But I've always kind of had, um, I've pulled my groin like usually once a year, seems like. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping that all the working out will really help with that.
I hope so too. Yeah, that's
but
awesome.
but yeah, so I'm kind of going off on a tangent. So
Oh, I like it. The more the merrier.
so so I got started in January. Then the first, I think I told you this, like the first week, I wasn't feeling very good, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is, maybe it's the food that's making me sick. I don't know why I thought that, but maybe it's just me. I was looking for excuses. And then
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I think it was one of those Melfit 25 workouts. You said something about, if you're going to do it right. And winners never quit, quitters never win. And I'm like, I am not a quitter. I am a winner. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do this, and I'm
Yeah.
going to push through being sick, and I'm going to work out even when I'm sick. I think it was just the 3 workouts a week at that point in time. So I thought I can do the workouts a week and push till I'm better and keep going. And I did. And I'm so glad. For some reason, like that first week was the worst for me. And because I think it was because I was sick. And ever since then, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's why the food didn't taste very good to me either. Like the first week, I was
Yeah,
thinking
because when you're
that,
sick, nothing really tastes good.
yeah. But
So
I am so glad I didn't quit. I thought, God, that's a lot of money. I'm not quitting.
yeah.
I gotta do this.
Do you
I
feel
got
like
I
you were detoxing a little bit, maybe
oh,
from
I
switching
think
over foods?
I never thought about that. That's probably right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because detoxing, you get flu-like symptoms. I mean, some
Oh,
crazy things happen when people switch over, depending on the
wow.
severity of what you were eating. But yeah,
Hmm.
it can be, you feel like you have the flu, but you're just doing detoxing. So,
Yeah.
um,
Never thought about
so you went through the 12-week boot camp, and I will tell
that.
you guys, Kyra is the most disciplined person ever. Like, she always had her check-in done. I just told my friend the other day, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you live
Yeah.
your life like you did Melfit 12-week boot camp and the shred, you are probably accomplishing a lot in your life because you really gave it 100%. You took it serious and you did the work. And I think that, you know, anybody, as long as they can follow a plan, can do it.
Hmm.
So tell us,
Yeah.
what were your results on the Malfit 12-week boot camp?
Oh my gosh. I don't. Oh, did you put that in that text? I don't remember. It was like 20 something pounds, I believe, right?
Something
Um,
like that. Yeah. We can look at your post, but something
yeah,
like that.
sorry.
She just
Lost
keeps
me.
losing. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember what I said my goal was. Um, I think it was 120 or 125. I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember. But
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shoot, I was happy 5 or 10 pounds ago, but
For
I'm down
sure.
below, yeah, I'm down below 130 now, and I'm super happy with that. I
And then
mean, when
go ahead. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, when my pants started fitting me really well, I'm like, and then um like like you saw the picture, my pants, I need a belt now. I
They're
mean,
too big.
all of them are too big. But you know what? Not that I want to fit back into big pants, because all my pants are like 27s and 28s. But when I'm riding, it's fine because they're looser on my thigh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I need a belt for sure. There's no way I
Yeah,
can go
yeah,
without
for sure.
a belt.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, what was your top weight, if you don't mind sharing with everybody? Because
Oh my
everybody
god.
likes to kind of know.
Yeah, and I hate to say this to anybody, but like Vicky and did you talk to Vicky and Linda?
Not yet. They're they're
Okay.
they're they're on the group and they're gonna
Yeah.
contact me, I hope. So, yeah.
I told them I didn't want to tell anybody. It was 160.
That's not bad at all. And
Oh,
how tall how tall are you? I don't have your file in front of me.
5'6".
5'6".
I don't think
So,
I've ever weighed that much before. That was
but
terrible.
I mean, and everybody's different. For you, for
Yeah.
some people 160 might be their goal weight, but for you, you just didn't
Yeah.
feel comfortable
No, no,
at
no.
that weight. So, um so do you think your metabolism's still broke?
No. No way.
Did you have
No
to
way.
did you have to seek out a doctor and get on hormone replacement or anything like that?
No, you know what though? This is funny because I want to say like not much before I had no, I can't remember. I think it was right around the time I was talking to Dusty, or maybe before. I talked to a friend about some naturopath that she saw, this a coworker that she saw like a few years back that she lost weight on, and I thought, well, I need to do something. So I totally forgot about this. So you just said that. So I actually went and like had a free consultation with her. I want to say that was in that around that time, November. And then I'd actually made an appointment. She didn't have an appointment until like January or something like that. So I thought, um, I think it might have been after I decided to sign up with you that I called and canceled that appointment because I thought, well, I'm just gonna see how this works. And obviously I don't need her because I thought,
Oh,
why am I wasting my money? I'm not gonna go see her. I
yeah.
don't need,
That's
because
great.
I was thinking maybe I needed to get on some kind of hormones or something, or I need
Yeah.
my metabolism fixed or something. I don't know, but
It's funny because Dusty said the same thing,
oh,
and
really?
people I talk to all the time say the same thing.
Yeah,
I feel like my metabolism was broke. So,
yeah.
so
Stuff.
you went from you felt really good at the end of the 12-week boot camp,
Oh, yeah. I want to keep
but you
going.
wanted to attempt my 6-week shred, which is pretty intense. It's
Oh, yeah.
5 workouts a week, 45 minutes to an hour,
Yeah.
step goal. And what did that do for you, that going through that and going and being really disciplined with that? What did that do for you besides helped you lose quite a bit more weight? And we'll attach Kira's before and after pictures. I mean, she could practically step on stage. She's pretty darn lean right now.
um, I mean, just made me more, um, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just I want to keep doing it. I mean,
Mhm.
like a lot of these, I really listen to, during the workouts, the things you say, like keep your foot on the gas. I want to keep going. I mean, this is
Mhm.
like I think it's my fifth week on the maintenance, and I'm still doing the shred. The only
Mhm.
thing is I'm not doing the steps like I was. I mean, it's like you said, it's harder to get the steps in than it is
That's
to do
same.
the workouts.
Yeah, same. And then what I always tell people, Kira, is the shred is meant to be done here and there. And if you want to, do a few shreds, a few Melfit 25s, pull back your steps a little bit, you're going to be fine. But I think right now for you, it's probably a bit of self exploration of kind of finding your sweet spot
Mm-hmm.
and what can I get away with and still maintain this physique. And I think it's kind of interesting to kind of watch you grow, and I feel like you still want to be really like, you know almost perfect. But have you proved to yourself, although you haven't, I mean, even she even had a little surgery, and she still was so upset because she wanted to make sure that she got clearance to finish her workouts because it was her last week. Like, it
Yeah.
nothing was practically going to stop her. So what have you found with how your mind worked before to where your mind works now? Do you feel like you can have a little bit of balance?
You mean just like different foods or
Yes.
um
Yes.
well, I mean, I haven't strayed from the meal plans at all except
Mhm.
for the free day. Although and then that one time, the second free day.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I mean, I feel like well, and you're talking about before when I was doing the shred, I can have like another protein ball or something like that. I
Yes.
did that.
Good.
So yeah, and um balance. Yeah, I mean, I just have to keep learning a little more and figure out how to, you know, everything do to how to eat and balance everything on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you're there for. But,
But
uh,
um although I always tell people, because Kyra was asking, like, how am I ever going to do this on my own? And I told her, of course, realistically, I'm teaching you. Whether you realize it or not, I'm teaching you. And you don't want to, have like word vomit of 20 years of knowledge to someone that, you know, that's not their specialty. I mean, you've got your
mhm,
specialty. So I'm kind of trying to feed it to you little by little.
mhm,
And it's a lifestyle, and whatever you want to do
yeah,
with it, I'm here to just help you. If you want to ever make an adjustment to your workouts, or basically, I'm trying to help you maintain what you have now, because I feel like you feel pretty good right here, right? And
yeah,
just kind of help you continue to reach your goals, and teach you. So I want to ask you a couple of questions about kind of your mindset. I don't know if you listened to my Facebook Live yesterday,
mhm,
but the one thing that I talked about was, what if more people made a, instead of a weight loss goal, like a a mind, a feeling goal, like not what weight will I be, but how will I feel? So if you could, you know, disregard, of course, all the amazing weight that you lost, how do you feel? If you could describe what the feeling is like, how does Kyra now feel compared to the Kyra that, just started in January? Like, what's the feeling?
like a different person. I mean, I wrote down. I was trying to. You went through those questions really quick. I watched the replay, and I wrote down everything, and then yes, no, and then I counted them. I was like, when you said it was, I can't remember what you said at first, and I was like, oh man, I came up with 7 and 3, and then you changed it to 7 and 3. I'm like, okay, yes.
We're the
So
same. I know.
my
I got a
yeah,
little ahead of myself, and I'm like, wait. So yeah, so we're on the same page. So that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
But that one girl that I saw, I commented on her shirt something about feeling good
yeah,
in your own skin.
Lori. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yes, I got to find that shirt. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you just, yeah, you feeling so much better. Even when I wasn't quite to the point I'm at now, when I started, like what, a month into it or something like that,
Uh-huh.
I started feeling better already then because
Yeah.
I felt better. And then
Yeah.
I could start to feel better in my clothes. And now I'm feeling way better. I mean,
Mhm.
I've got these 27 size 27 Miss Me cut off jeans that I haven't worn in years. And those
I love it.
ones I wear those on Sunday at the show and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. I can fit into these
And
shorts
and
again.
and they were hanging off of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
so
awesome.
much
But
better.
yeah, isn't it nice though to not bank all your progress on a number, but embrace the feelings that
Yeah.
you have,
Yeah.
being here? Yeah.
Yes.
So, was your weight holding you back from anything? Do you feel like?
Uh well, yeah, because whenever we go somewhere, it's like my boyfriend wants to go to the casino.
Mhm.
Um like every couple of weeks or something like that, we go out and then we'll go out dancing. Now we're starting to
Mhm.
go out again.
Mhm.
Um and I didn't have much to wear that
Mhm.
I would look halfway decent in
Mhm.
because I gained weight. I'm not the type that's gonna go out and buy a bunch of clothes, that bigger clothes. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna be suffer in what I've got because I'm not gonna. I actually did buy a couple pairs of kind of like stretchy kind of like
Uh-huh.
sweatpants type of,
Yeah.
but I thought, you know what, I'm buying this and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something because I don't want to have to go buy a bunch of clothes.
Mhm.
I am such a clothes whore. I can't even tell me
Mhm.
how many jeans and stuff I have. I'm gonna go out and buy a whole bunch of clothes that are bigger. So um yeah, so I had to get to where I can fit into my clothes again. And now we can go out and I can feel good about myself. I don't have to keep wearing a coat or something to cover
Mm-hmm.
myself up because I
Mm-hmm.
need to gain to lose weight.
Yeah.
So
I was just talking on the phone today and I was telling this girl, I almost wasn't present in my own life at social functions because I
mhm,
had so much anxiety about the way I looked and that I wasn't comfortable in the outfit that I was in and I was trying to wear something to cover up and would anybody notice that I gained weight, and it
yep,
it really does change the experience that you have. It's
yep,
so much better to just go in just feeling really really good. So
yeah.
um so and are you okay with me sharing all of this? You read the notes about your 3 words?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And something before you say that though, something I was
Yeah.
thinking about is most people say, well, I always thought you were small. You didn't look like you needed to lose
Mhm.
weight. And I'm like,
Mhm.
well, I mean, that's nice to say, but
Yeah.
I gain it everywhere. And
Yeah.
it's amazing. A lot of people gain it just on their butt or on their thighs,
Yeah.
but I gain it everywhere. So it is kind of hard to tell sometimes,
Yeah.
but I
Mhm.
can sure tell, and
Mhm.
I can feel it, and
Mhm.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just feel so much better now. It's just
A-
amazing.
And it's the same with people that are really tall. I mean, you can
Oh
see
yeah.
5 pounds on me. You can't see 5 pounds on someone that's tall.
Yeah.
It's good and it's bad. So I get it.
Yeah.
So when I first sign people up on Melfit, I ask them to fill out a questionnaire and I ask them to write 3 words. And it really does, just 3 words gives me an idea of people and how they're feeling. And all I can think about is I want to ask each and every person in 12 weeks or, longer, however long it takes, what are your 3 words now? And I want them to be totally different. So Kira's 3 words were ashamed, disgusted, and determined. What are they now?
I don't. Oh, now, right now.
Yeah, 3 words. You're
Oh
still
gosh.
determined. We know that.
And I know I did some after was it after the shred? I can't remember. Which I can't remember what those were, but
So, yeah, and I can look too and see what you put there for sure.
I'm curious. I
And I'm
guess I could
sure they
say,
were different. And I probably texted
yeah,
it to you.
yeah, I'm sure you did. I just don't remember. I have to look way back on there.
But off of the
Um,
top of your head, what are 3 words that just,
three now.
yeah,
Um,
what are your 3 words that just describe you and how you're feeling and just your path?
uh, well, healthy. I'm never a really confident person, but way more confident than I was before. I mean, with
Yeah.
about my body.
So
I
more
guess,
self-confidence.
yeah, self confidence, proud of myself, I guess, for doing what I've done.
I like that.
I mean, yeah, and I don't understand the what gets me is how people can say, "Well, I can't do it." Well,
Mhm.
you just follow the plan.
Yeah.
What's so hard about that? Now, I gotta say, some of the times when I'm making stuff, the more stuff that takes a little bit longer, and you
Yeah.
make comments on some of your workouts about squirrel, that's me when I'm doing them.
Yeah.
I got I take my screenshots on my
Yeah.
iPad, got it set up in the kitchen, and then I'm look at that, and then I just get
Yeah.
squirrel, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ah, where was I?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like it takes me longer sometimes, and it's
Yeah.
kind of frustrating. But then once I get it done, I'm like, yes, now I'm done for
Yeah.
the week, and
Awesome.
it's there when I need it, and it's
Yeah.
just so much easier, and everything's so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm
You're
so
welcome.
glad. I love sending the menus for the maintenance plan because it's always real fresh stuff
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
gives you guys a chance to um, you know, try new things. So,
Yeah.
um so your goals were to feel good in your own skin. Did you achieve that?
Oh yeah, by far. Definitely.
Your another goal was for your clothes to fit better. They're
Yep.
falling off.
Yep.
Eat healthier.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
then I don't know if you remember this, but you also wrote you wanted to be less stiff.
Yeah, and something I just realized, and I didn't think about that till probably about a month ago. I don't even remember. Maybe I woke up and thought this. I don't know. But a lot of times when I wake up in the morning, I'd be like, my hands were so stiff. I'd be like, ah. And then, but now they're, they're not stiff anymore. They don't hurt my knuckles. Now from a lot of squats, my knees start hurting a little bit sometimes, but,
Yeah.
but that's okay
Yeah.
because I'm going to keep
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. I'm the same
But
way.
yeah.
So yeah, so the anti-inflammatory meal plan's really helping.
Oh,
So
yes.
Kyra, tell me about like support. Did you have a lot of support? Were you just kind of like you against the world? How
Yep.
did it go?
It kind of me against the world every time so my boyfriend and I, we've been together 9 years, but we don't live together, which is
Uh-huh.
fine.
Yeah.
Got I see him every weekend, but every time which it kind of made it easier too, because then I didn't have to worry about him.
No
We
distractions.
Exactly. We have my free days on Saturday. So, and he knows it. So,
Yeah.
if he wants something to eat, I'll get him something else when he comes on Friday. And then, but Saturday we can go out or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but oh my gosh, what was I just gonna say?
Just
Shoot.
if support and if
Oh, the
you were,
support.
yeah, if
Yeah.
you were, it was you against the world or,
Yeah. So I wish my mom had the energy and stuff to do something like this, because they would be really good for her. But as far as like for my boyfriend, yeah, he every time I'd be like, hey, you want to try this or that? And he like is like, no, I'm like, it's like, what, I'm like, what do you think it is? And I read the ingredients for him. Like the other day, I asked him if he wanted to try I can't remember what it was, but then I offered him one of the trail mix cookies, and I like put the container up to him, and I smell them, and he's just like, ugh, he didn't want to smell them. And I was like, they're really good. And then I looked at the ingredients, and I read them off to him, and he's like, oh, maybe I'll try one of those. And I was like, they're good, aren't they? He's like,
yeah.
yeah, like he didn't want to admit it, but
Oh, yeah.
but he's so
It's just so
funny.
funny, Kyra. It's almost like we shouldn't be ashamed of the fact that it's healthy. They should be ashamed they don't want it,
Yeah.
you know? And
And
it's just, I don't know if you've gotten any other like, peer pressure or bullying, but it's just amazing. It's almost as if you have to trick people to get them to try it. They
yeah,
hear healthy, or I mean, I've
yeah.
had people call me glutards before. I want to make a post in my new yellow bikini and say, "Who's a glutard now, buddy?" Like, can you
Exactly.
imagine? That's so rude. But have you gotten any bullying or anybody who is
No,
really beat you up about anything?
no, because they know, if
Uh-huh.
anybody that knows me knows it. They
Mm-hmm.
can think what they want to think. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't need them.
Yeah.
And if Vito doesn't want any, more for me. That's
Mm-hmm.
totally fine. I don't care. I mean, I did share. So I've shared that cookie with him. I think I shared. I think there's a couple other things that he did actually eat. I gave him one of the Greek burgers. He liked that. There was something else. I don't remember what it was. And then I shared a couple things with my mom too. She really liked it. Like the pudding. Oh my
Oh, I
gosh,
love that
chocolate
pudding.
pudding. Oh, I can't wait to have more of it.
Oh,
It's been a while.
yay. You know, when I
Um,
created that, I thought, oh, that portion is so small. But once you add that Cocoa Whip, it's like,
yeah,
oh, it's heavy.
yes, and the cocoa whip too. That's so good. And those sweet potato brownies. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
those are
I
good
love
too.
those. Yeah.
And I added a little bit of cocoa whip with that.
Oh, heck
Those are
yeah.
good.
Girl, you burn enough calories. That's my biggest thing with you, Kira. I want you to know
Yeah.
that, you're not on a weight loss plan anymore. Like, you need to listen to your body and make sure that you're adding in when you need to
Okay.
and, feeding those muscles so they grow. So we
Okay.
get a free day on Melfit, Kira, and I say free because um my screen kind of went weird, Josh. I wonder why. It's not as big. Um Maybe I can make it big. Josh is going to come over here really quick. My screen went halfway. And
Okay.
I say we don't use the C word, cheat, because that's like sounds like we should be ashamed of it and closet eat. Um, Although you were really, really, you know, disciplined on the plan, did you ever feel guilt on your free day, or did you just embrace it and enjoy it and know that you worked hard and didn't really think much of it? How did you take it?
Well, both. I mean,
Gosh.
I think it was my first free day. I guess I missed somehow that we had to stick to the 15, that like very first back
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
week, and I went way over, I think.
Yeah.
And or no, I think I went no, I think I went way over, and then I think I went way under.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, I've got to stick to the 1500."
Yeah.
And then I went under, then that's when I really got in trouble. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, okay. So it's better to go
Yeah.
over than under, but we got to stick
Yeah.
right around 1500."
Yeah.
Um
Yeah. And
but
then what I love about you is you work at Costco, right?
yeah.
And you always had your Sunday. I love that. It's like,
Oh, well,
enjoy.
I don't work at the warehouse. I work for Costco Travel.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually going into the office next week, and then I work at home, just work in
Okay.
the office 1 week a month.
Okay.
But yeah, usually Vito and I go to the warehouse like every Saturday just to do some shopping and
Yeah.
have a piece of pizza on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So
So
we share Sunday. So at least I don't get the whole thing, but one of these days I'm gonna have the whole thing because I
good.
love ice cream. That was the
Yeah.
hardest thing for me, but
Yeah.
it really wasn't that hard because everything is good.
Yeah, thank you. So good. I
You're welcome.
really like to see someone like you who, after working with you for a 12-week, a 6-week, and now the maintenance plan. I mean, I
Mhm.
know you and I know how you are, and you're just really disciplined and very serious about your health. And I love seeing that you do fully embrace that free day. And don't you think having that really is going to help you sustain this long term, because that'd be kind of
Yeah.
hard having a boyfriend and having every date night that you have, like, what are you going to do, bring your
Bring your
prepaid food
food.
with you? So it's really nice. And same with me and my husband, like, I don't always want to be that girl. I don't mind being that
Yeah.
girl the other 6 days, but I want to go out and kind of let my hair down. And I don't know
Yeah.
if you've experienced this, but people are blown away. Like, they're always watching me. They're watching what I put in my mouth. And the other night we went out with some friends of ours, and we had eaten a really early dinner and it was getting late, and they ordered some sliders and fries, and it was my free day. And my friend said, there's no way, like, he was having anxiety about the food, and
Hmm.
he's lost 30 pounds. I could tell he was having so much anxiety about the food. And he's like, are you going to have some when they come? And I'm like, if I feel like it, I might have a couple fries. I'm actually kind of getting hungry. We ate I had my new Melfit, um, what was it? Chicken and sausage frittata. It was just kind of a small piece. And he's like,
Oh,
oh, it's a good one.
that looks really
Oh,
good. I
it's
saw
coming up
that.
for you, right?
Oh gosh, I can't wait.
Maybe. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that looks really
I
good.
was just like, I guess, and this might help people out there. I've taken the focus off the food, and
Hmm.
I've gained control back of my life, and I'm not being controlled by food anymore. And I know that everybody doesn't have it, and it's earned, and it's something that when you get there, when you can just go, no thank you, and really seriously not go home and cry and go, I can't believe I passed up that chocolate cake, like, then and I think he was so perplexed and really wanted to know more about my mindset. And I'm like, I'll have a few fries. I'll have a bite of the slider. Like, it's my free day. If I want it, I want it. If I don't, I don't. And I think that it's hard for somebody who's still a food addict to grasp that. Like, he
Yeah.
said, I could eat all of those sliders and all of those fries. And it was like 6 orders of sliders and 2 orders of fries. And I'm like, maybe you need a
Wow.
little Melfit in your life, but it feels good to have control. It feels good to not be a closet eater, and that's why I love the free day. And it just feels good to be able to wholeheartedly not feel like we're missing out, because we have so many amazing things. Um, so on the things that you've tried before, like, what three things have you noticed most from Melfit that are different from what you've done before?
Um, well, I
Like,
feel
because
better.
everybody always says, like, what's different about it? How does it, what sets us apart?
Well, you for one, I
Oh,
mean,
you're
for
so sweet.
everything, not just one. I mean, gosh, you've got it's a one-stop shop. That sounds like a commercial,
And
but
Josh.
it really is. I mean, you've got the nutrition plan and the food prepping, and I mean, you make it easy. You send the menus, and you, well, not for the um not for the I gotta think for myself with the you send the
Yeah.
shopping list.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, you pretty much have it all. I pretty much have everything now,
Yeah.
except for going and getting some beef or chicken or something like that.
Yeah.
um but I mean, yeah, I mean, everything. You've got everything, got your support, and you're always so good about getting back to me when I have a question on something. um I mean, it's easy, except for my squirrel things
Yeah.
when I'm in
Me
the
too.
kitchen. Other
Yeah.
than
Me too.
that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Today
yeah,
I
and
was I was setting some alarms for myself. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Otherwise it just turns into like way longer.
yeah, it's funny because we were talking about metabolism earlier. So I was thinking about um when in fact it was that last week of my shred, because I have that surgery on my nose, and I don't know if, can you see it now? I think my camera's over here.
Barely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it healed up so good. But it kind of looked like we went to that Muay Thai fight on the Saturday after the surgery, and that
Uh-huh.
was my last shred week. And so probably looked like I got in the fight or something.
Oh,
But
well, they probably just thought you were a fighter. Oh,
yeah.
she must fight.
So
She's ripped.
so we went. I don't remember what I was doing that day, but since I was probably, no, you know what? I worked out, because that was that last week of my shred. So I had to get my, because I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to have 4 days off after that surgery, because he didn't want my blood pressure to get up and stuff. And I just thought, I'm feeling okay. I have to finish this. So I did Friday, Saturday, Sunday, finished my 5 for the week. And that's why we were kind of late getting up to that. It was like 2-hour drive up north. So we were a little bit later than we wanted to be. We didn't really have time to go eat before we went into the fight. So we went to this place. It was just kind of a walk up, and took us forever to get our food. Anyway, it was this not so great quesadilla. And then a little later on, I was talking about how I'm hungry, and it's like I was just hungry, hungry, hungry.
Mhm,
He's like,
mhm,
"Why are you so hungry?" I'm like,
mhm,
"To get up, I'm working out."
mhm,
He just didn't realize that, I'm working out a lot. I'm getting a lot of steps in, and
mhm.
and it was then that I realized I I do need more, because
Yeah.
I'm hungry a
Yeah.
lot.
Yes. And the last 2 weeks of the shred, I mean, I could eat my own arm. Like
Yeah,
I always warn people you're going to be so hungry,
yeah,
and you just have to, you're going to do better and look better when you feed that hunger. So,
yeah,
yeah, and if you get up in the morning and you're hungry, that's a good sign. I mean, the people that are not eating until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I mean, you got to speed that metabolism up. So,
yeah. And I didn't realize that. I guess and then just something I just remembered. I even tried. I thought, well, the whole the fasting, what's that called?
fasting.
Yeah, intermittent fasting. Yeah, I kind of tried that. I didn't know much about it, but I just thought, well, I'm going to try not eating from this time to this time. And that's just weird. I didn't like it, and I don't feel like it did anything for me. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the best plan is something that you can stick to long term. So, a few
yes.
more questions for you, my dear. I don't want to keep you too long
Okay.
because I know you want to get your workout in, but
Okay.
where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Um, well, hopefully on a beach somewhere, but
I like that.
it's been too long. Um, Hopefully he's keeping
In a
this, no.
swimsuit with your rockin' new body.
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully, but no, not the hopefully. I'm gonna be in the same position.
Good.
I need to keep this up, because, for my health and my body.
Yeah.
I wanna look like this in 5 years. I don't want to gain weight
Yeah.
again.
And there's no reason you shouldn't. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So you
I mean, food's great and everything. So Why not?
You. And the next question I was going to ask you is if you worry about the weight coming back, but based on what you said, I don't think so.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I just need to, you know, stick with what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I literally I used to keep ice cream in my freezer all the
Mm-hmm.
time,
Mm-hmm.
more than one quart, I probably at least two or three.
Mm-hmm.
And I could easily sit there and eat like a whole like a big old bowl of ice cream in one sitting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and
Mm-hmm.
I could do that like every night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
It's like bad.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm kind
Dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never who would have thought, I did not know that something like dairy would,
No. Isn't
not be
it
so good for
crazy?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's so addicting. Everybody they have. I remember years ago when I started at CrossFit, and they're really big on paleo at CrossFit, and that's no dairy. And I was
Mhm.
like eating, dairy yogurt and cottage cheese, and I couldn't fathom no dairy. And
Yeah.
now, I mean, there's so many great dairy-free options. I'm just fine with it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give someone listening or watching who hasn't started yet?
Why not? Why haven't you started? I'd say start now. I mean, it's easy for me to say because they're kind of looking in like I was looking in with Dusty, but they need to realize that um, talk to somebody they know. And I mean, just like the two people I talked to, Vicky and Linda, um, hopefully there some hopefully somebody they know can lead them to you, that somebody that they trust, because yeah, there's a lot of scams out there, I'm sure, and a lot of stuff that doesn't work, but
Mm-hmm.
this works. And um, it's the only thing I've ever come across that does work.
Oh,
I
thank
mean,
you. That's awesome. Yeah, and
yeah.
I love referrals because, I could talk till I'm blue in the face, which I will do for the rest of my life, and tell people that the only way to lose weight and maintain it long term is, one word is education and knowledge, and that's what I'm teaching you. And consistency.
Hmm.
And but if you firsthand see it, it's so much easier for you to go, wow, well, I know Dusty, I trust her. And that's what I love
Yeah.
about referrals. But one thing my friend said to me the other night too, Kyra, and this made me feel so good because you always wonder, like, what do people on the outside think? Because most people won't tell you, and I don't know why. And he said that I was the most consistent person that he knew. And I would have to say that, that fits you. If you can be as consistent from now to the rest of your life that you've been, you are going to have no problem, and you really really are consistent. So my biggest thing with you is just, I want you to accept that you can have more calories. You're not on a weight loss program now. You're at your goal, and you got to almost be a little bit more intuitive with your body, and if you feel that hunger, then you should eat, and you'll actually look better when you feed your muscles and fill up your muscle glycogen. So
Hmm.
anything else you would like to add, anything that you thought of that you're like, oh, I just want to share that?
No, I thought there was something earlier that I was thinking of, but I don't remember what it was now. Um, I got that one scale. Maybe I don't know if this is something I should talk about now, but
Yeah.
I got that one scale, but I can't. It won't connect. I'm like having a hard
Okay.
time with it, so I got to
So
figure it.
you know what we should do, Kyra, is
Mhm.
we should set up a day where we call each other, and I'll make sure Josh is here too. We'll
Okay.
help you get that going, and then we can help you get your iPad connected to your phone, and we can get your TV going. So
Okay.
I'm going to leave that up to
Okay.
you
Thank you.
to message me when you have a little bit of time, and we'll get you going. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so awesome. I just
Thank you.
this is the most my most favorite part of my job is, you know, getting you to the finish line, but really, you can probably attest to this. There really is no finish line, right? I mean,
No,
you're going to be
because
sliding in home runs for the rest of your life, right?
yeah, I mean, and I'm usually pretty busy, so that's why I'm kind of like I'm taking advantage of this time now since my horse isn't doing so well, well,
Mm-hmm.
but I do kind of want to, back off a little bit, maybe like you said before, when it starts getting a lot warmer. Right now it's kind of overcast too, it's not, but once it starts getting warmer, maybe do a couple of shreds a week and
Mm-hmm.
Melfit 25s. um
Absolutely.
but as for right now, I figured, like you
Yeah.
said, keep my foot on the gas
Yeah.
and
If
and
you
then
feel
slow down a
good,
little later once it,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll just teach you how to navigate that and, adjust any calories as needed, but you're doing great. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So,
Right.
I look forward to sharing this on the group and having your friends look a little bit more into your life. I don't know how much you talked about it, but it's really good to hear. You and I just kind of briefly text each other each
Hmm.
week, but it's really nice to kind of hear the all the details and just know, like, I'm just as excited for you as you are excited for you. Like, I mean, to see somebody that can follow a plan and follow through, and you deserve the results you got. And I don't know if you feel this way, but I mentioned this a few times. Like, sometimes when you're doing everything right, it's
Hmm.
almost as if you expected it, like you get there and you're kind of like, of course I got here. I did the work, right? Did you kind of feel
Well,
that way?
yeah, yeah,
Like, I did the work. Of course I'm here.
yeah, exactly. And like I think, yeah, I think I started to say earlier, it's like I don't understand how people can just say, I had a hard time, and like some of the times when you talk about on your workouts, that people are, oh, make excuses, this and that, I can't work out because of this or that.
Mhm,
Just do it.
mhm,
And as far as the
mhm,
food plan, just make your food and eat it. What is
mhm,
so hard about that? It's easy.
mhm. Yeah,
I mean, I don't understand that. And
yeah.
then like for the workouts, I know you said something about sometimes, oh, what was it you said about your when you would be working out somewhere. I can't remember where it was. My mom keeps trying to call me. Sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna say I can't talk. Um Hopefully it's not important. So yeah, like oh my gosh, I can't believe
You
I
were
forgot.
you were saying when I was working out, when someone would see me working out or something.
Oh my gosh. I should have just let that go. I totally
That's okay, no
totally
worries.
lost
Maybe you'll
it.
think about it later.
Um, yeah, about oh my gosh. Can't believe I can't um
Would I tell him either join
uh,
me or come back in an hour?
oh yeah, that too. Um yeah, I can't remember what it was. I'm sorry.
That's
Gosh,
okay.
it was
No
kind of
worries.
important too. Darn it.
Let, yeah, yeah. Let me know if you think about it. But yeah,
Okay.
just really appreciate you taking the time, and we appreciate you believing in Melfit. And Josh and I have put a lot of work into this, and we just want to give you guys everything you need to, navigate through your journey and just be successful, and try to offer you guys the most support. But I mean, watching you's been amazing, and it didn't surprise me one bit the results you got. I'd have to say probably the best shred results we've ever had, wouldn't you say, Josh? So yeah,
Me?
super. Yes,
Really?
you.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, you
Oh,
seem kind of like when you said, you guess you have more self-confidence. I mean, you really got to change your verbiage and start owning that, and saying, I have more confidence. And I noticed you caught yourself using the word hopefully. That's
I did.
progress. That's progress. Like, I talk, because I'm also a businesswoman and entrepreneur. Like, if you can see it, you can be it. And I
Hmm.
just visualize where I want to be, how I want my life, what I want my body to look like. And I just do everything I have to get there. And I'm not going to give myself any doubt because there's enough people in the world that doubt me. So,
Yeah.
so I think it is really important, and it does teach you how to think of yourself differently. And I noticed you didn't use the F word when you were talking about how you were overweight before. You said you were a little heavier. You didn't use the F word. We only say fat in reference to body fat. Like if anybody
Oh.
calls themselves fat, they get in trouble. Like we don't put each other down. There's enough hate in the world. We all
Yeah.
just want to lift each other up. But I'm super proud of you. There's no doubt
Thank
in
you.
my mind. Melfit to me, like I always want to go back and do like a where are they now, and especially with
Mhm.
you. And unlike, some of those TV shows, I won't mention any names, where they go back and ask where are they now? Where are they now? They've gained back most of their weight because
Yeah.
it's not
I'm sure.
realistic to be taken off the map and have a personal trainer and all your food made for you and work out 3 hours a day. So
No.
Melfit is real people who work and have horses and have lives and have
Yeah.
family and navigating through life. And we're doing it. And the one thing, oh, I know what I was going to say. The one thing that we're doing is we're putting all excuses aside. And I
Mhm.
don't mind people being particular, but sometimes I think to myself, I remember when I was at my heaviest, if you were my coach, Kyra, I don't care what you wanted me to eat, I would eat it. Like that's how bad I wanted it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Me too.
I said to my friend the other night, to me personally, nothing tastes better than fit feels. And I'm kind of like you, Kyra. If someone calls me skinny, I'll cry. I want to be fit. I want
Hmm.
them to not know me and see me and think she's fit and she's healthy. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think that, the hardest thing people can have, the most admirable thing that you and I both have, willpower, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I do have that. And you were talking about the skinny. That just made me think when I did lose all that weight before on the drops, when I didn't do it the right way,
uh-huh.
um, I would get that I would get that a lot. Like I was saying, that's what I'd be like, well, you're just mad because you don't have the willpower to do it. Well, granted, I didn't do it the right way, but
Mhm.
but it's true. It's like they put you down because you're too
Yeah.
big. They put
Yeah.
you down because you're too skinny. It's like, and
Damned
they're
if
just because they
yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But
Exactly.
so you're probably 15 pounds heavier than you were at 114. Could you honestly say you look better and feel better 15 pounds heavier than when you were doing the drops and just starving
Oh,
yourself?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was way, that really was. I looked in the mirror and I thought I was too fat still. There, I used the word, sorry.
You can use it in past tense, but not present. I'll allow it in past tense, but not now.
Yeah, I could even, actually, because there was like, just, I don't know why I still
Yeah,
thought I was
yeah, yeah.
way too
Isn't.
much, but
But and another goal of mine is to just help people with body dysmorphia and
mhm,
just learn to love yourself, learn to love, the skin you're in. And I think, like you said, keep your foot on the gas and just always keep, you know, it, nothing grows in a comfort zone. If you get
yeah,
complacent, you let
yep,
your guard down. And I always tell people that Melfit wasn't really hard to write. Melfit is me living my life. And if I can maintain my weight for over 20 years, having that 90-10 ratio, well, gosh, could hundreds of other people do the same?
mhm, yeah,
Sure. And what
definitely,
if Kyra had a week where she had an 80-20 ratio, which she took 2 free days and 5 on? Is the world going to end? Are you going to gain 10 pounds? No. We're going to get back on the horse. So, yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you're really inspiring, and Josh and I thank you for being here today, and thank you to everybody out there who is listening or watching, and really really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to Kira's story. We will do a Where Are They Now, and she will still be kicking butt in life, riding horses, and just living her best life. So have a great Melfit shred workout. When
Okay.
this is posted, which will be what, Friday, Josh, I'll send you the direct link and it'll be
Okay.
really easy for you to share with people. So
Okay. Oh
yeah.
boy.
All right. Okay. I hope your mom's okay. And if you remember what you
Yeah.
were gonna say, text me.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, that makes me mad. And she called me a couple more times after that. I
Oh,
was like, oh
shoot.
gosh.
That's scary.
Okay.
So, but we'll let
Hopefully
you
she's okay.
go. We think you're
Okay.
amazing. Your story is inspiring.
Thank you.
And yeah, in my opinion, and Josh's too, you are the best shred results we've seen. Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. Probably someone that doesn't take a compliment very well either, huh?
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know
That's
why. I
okay.
just
That's okay. Well,
thank
you
you.
deserve a lot of compliments, and I hope
Thank
you
you.
felt good about the compliments that you got this weekend. And I know
Yeah.
that you probably wouldn't have shared the picture of you with your pants falling off you because that's just not you. You're just not real attention seeking. But I'm glad that you shared. And like I said, Kyra, it's just if you can inspire one person that's in a funk, it's worth it. So, all right, girlie,
All
we're gonna let you go. Have a good
right.
workout, and we'll talk soon.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for
All right.
joining us. Appreciate your
All right.
time.
Yep. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.